Hi, Divine Souls. I'm truly grateful you're here with me in Oriah Divine Sanctuary, a space dedicated to healing, awareness, and spiritual alignment. If this video has appeared in your life today, trust that there may be a message here meant specifically for you. If the words shared here resonate with your spirit, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe so we can continue building a community centered around truth, healing, and higher consciousness. Earlier today, during meditation, I allowed myself to slow down, to breathe, and to simply be present. And in that quiet space, I began to tune into the energetic frequency of the collective, sensing what many people may be navigating on their spiritual journeys right now. And from that awareness, this message emerged. The day I stopped emotionally supporting toxic people was the day I finally got honest with myself. For a long time, I confused love with sacrifice. I thought being loving meant constantly showing up for people, no matter how they treated me. I was the one people called when they were falling apart, the one who listened for hours, the one who gave advice, reassurance, comfort, and endless emotional energy. And I did it because I genuinely cared. But over time, I noticed a pattern. The support was rarely mutual. The same people who leaned on me during their chaos were nowhere to be found when I needed support. Some only came around when they needed validation, attention, or someone to absorb their emotional mess. And if I pulled back even slightly, suddenly I was different. I was selfish. I had changed. But what really changed was this: I stopped making myself emotionally available to people who were committed to dysfunction. That was a hard truth to face because some people are not looking for solutions. They are looking for emotional caretakers. They don't want accountability. They don't want growth. They want consistent access to someone who will regulate their emotions for them. And if you're naturally empathetic, nurturing, or emotionally intelligent, you can become a target for this dynamic. Not because you did anything wrong, but because you provide something valuable: emotional labor. You become the safe landing place while they avoid doing their own internal work. And eventually it becomes draining. You start feeling emotionally exhausted, mentally foggy, and disconnected from yourself. That was my wake-up call. I realized I was giving people access to parts of me they had not earned. So I changed my boundaries. I stopped feeling obligated to answer every call, stopped trying to rescue people from the consequences of their own choices, stopped over-functioning in relationships where other people underfunctioned. And something interesting happened. A lot of toxic dynamics started falling apart. Why? Because some relationships are only sustainable when one person is overgiving. The moment you stop supplying the emotional fuel, the imbalance becomes obvious, and not everyone will like that version of you. Some people benefited from your lack of boundaries, but your healing will always inconvenience those who were comfortable with your self-neglect. So if you're in a season where you're pulling back, protecting your peace, and being more intentional with your emotional energy, understand this: you are not being cold, you are not being cruel, you are learning discernment. You can be compassionate without becoming someone's emotional life support. And sometimes growth looks like this: not abandoning others, but finally refusing to abandon yourself. That was the day everything changed, and honestly, I wish I had done it sooner. Divine souls, thank you for stepping into Oriah Divine Sanctuary. This space exists to support your healing, elevate your awareness, and guide you through the sacred process of personal transformation. Here, you are safe to grow spiritually, emotionally, and authentically. And it is truly an honor to share this journey with you. Always remember, awareness begins the healing, but your transformation begins the moment you choose to honor your voice. Until we meet again, continue walking in truth, protecting your peace, and letting your divine light shine.